Hey there everyone, Hitesh here and finally back with energy. In the last video I was feeling a bit like I thought we can build all components in one video, but eventually somehow my energy got drained up and my brain was not working functional. Some barely how I completed the video, but we are back here. Happens to everyone. Okay, so we're gonna be working on the next component that we have. It's super easy now. Let's go ahead and right click on component, create a new file, and this one will be song info. So super easy, song info. .jas, not txx. There we go. Okay, really super simple basics. RFCE, React Functional Component, and yeah, that is good. Okay, let's first convert that into const. I should really remember the other shortcut which actually generates the arrow function. I'll do that definitely. And why is it happening like that? Multiple cursor. What a start. Bad start. Bad start, bad start. Yeah, now it's better. Let's go ahead and convert that into const. And we go like this, and we go like this. There we go. Now, first thing that I'll be giving you is the style sheet. Of course, the style sheet is not here, so let's go ahead and bring it from React Native. So super easy. Let's go ahead and say that I want to have style sheet from React Native. There we go. We got this one. And obviously we need view, so we'll just remove this for a moment and we'll say that I need a view. And inside the view, I'll not write anything. Okay, we need to actually pass on a prop into this one. So first, let's take care of the prop because this is a song information. Something needs to come as information and I'll extract that and we'll display it as a text. So what type of parameter is coming to me? Obviously, I have to define a prop for it. So I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, I'm defining a type, which is a song info props, and this obviously is going to be props with children. We have been discussing about that, so we're going to say props with children brought in. This is generic right now, but I'll just pass on an object into it, and this will say that hey, you will have a track information that will be of type track. Now it can be null as well, and it can be undefined as well. All right, now this is a little bit weird that why we are doing it, why we are having this type of track, which is unresolvable as of now. I'll bring in the track in as well, but null and undefined as well. So we have to keep an idea and keep a track of this. This is really, really important. We haven't done this for any other thing, but sometimes the track is empty. So yeah, that situation we are handling. So let's go ahead and import the track and track. No, it comes from a React Native directly, React Native player actually. So we'll say the track, yep, React Native player. This should be all happy now. So now that the prop thing is handled, let's go ahead and work on with the simple song info, this guy. You will get a prop. So let's go ahead and first take care of that thing. From the prop, we are going to destructure this track, okay? And this track can be of type song info props. That's it, you got it. Really simple. Now, after that is just visual aspect. So first, we're going to go ahead and say style. The style is going to be styles.container. You guessed it. Container. Further down, we'll have one more view to wrap around things, and we'll have just text files. Files? No, not files. Just the text. Text wrappers. There we go. All right. All right. So we have text, and we're going to go ahead and copy this. So copy this, paste it up here. This one is actually the name, and how we're going to display the name is actually fun. Are we not bringing in text? We should be bringing in text. Should be happy now. Okay, now here is the interesting part. Since we know that this track can be null and can be undefined, we have to actually proceed cautiously. We have to say something like this, that this track, if it is there, then optionally go ahead and extract a title out of it. Obviously, this is mentioned in our our constant file, so just grab it there. Similarly, we're going to go ahead and have a copy of this. This one is actually the name, and then we have artists. Artist. Yeah, artist. This one is same. We are going to go ahead and get artist. There we go. Now, if this is all there, that is all good. And further, we can have the artist. We have one more. So we'll just get a space with a dot and then a space. And then we'll grab another one. So if the track is there, optionally go ahead and extract the album from it as well. All right, nothing super special about it. Really simple. Told you, it's done. Okay, this is all done. Now we're going to use the song slider as well. So let's go ahead and build that component as well. Let's close all of this and components, create a new file. And this one will be just a slider. So let's go ahead and call this one as song slider .jsx. All right. Again, we'll be going with the classic RFCE, React Functional. Is there any shortcut like that? React Functional Component Arrow function. Yeah, it should be there. Somewhat like that, but anyways. As of now, let's convert into constant equals arrow function. All right, so this looks good, and we do have a styling for this one as well, and we'll be using the same styling that we have. So let's just copy and paste that from our resources. So there we go. Okay, so this is all done. Now let's see that how we can actually track the progress. We have already installed a package. We actually discussed a tiny bit about that package here. So React Native Community Slider, we have installed this, and here are the configuration and everything that you need to know about it. It's basically a simple package which allows you to have this slider, and you can keep it track and progress and all of that. So super simple to use. This is how you use the slider component, and then you can have the values, min values, max values, the tints and colors and all of that. So we'll be going through exactly that. All right, first thing first, let's bring in the slider. So there we go, slider is here. We also need to bring up something from React Native Track Player. So let's go ahead and get that. And this one will be from React Native Track Player. The interesting part about this tracking is it actually gives us this use progress. And you can see this use progress is pretty interesting. It gives you all the parameters that you need to keep the track of progress. So super simple to go with that. And we can actually bind it up with a state, use state. So let's go ahead and do this just here. Let's go ahead and say that I want to grab positions out of it. That will be given to me by this use progress. And just a brief hint to all of you, right now this is in a little bit bug, so it might be resolved in the future. The code will remain exactly same. So what I'll get is a position out of it, and I'll also get a duration out of it. So this is like a hook which gives you, in case you have worked anytime in Redux or something, this is almost like that. It gives you those values. Now all I have to do is just bind these values. So let's go ahead and work on with that. So here we'll remove this, and we'll take the view from React Native just like that. And let's go ahead and hit an enter. Let's use the slider because that is the most important part of it, self-closing. Now, there are a lot of options that you can pass on in the slider. First of all is what is the value that you will be governing up. For example, the position is the value that we want to use, obvious. Then what is the min value that you want to have? So min value, minimum value. And this one will be obviously 0, song starts at 0. And then we have what is your max value, maximum value, that is obviously the duration. There we go. So a couple of things are sorted. Now then we have this thumb tint color. We can actually provide that. So we'll just go with the white into this one. There we go. And then we have what is the maximum tint color and all of that. So there is a maximum track tint color. We'll also go with white onto it so that at least it's visible. And then what is the style? We have written a style for this one. So maximum is going to be governed by that. So this one is going to be styles dot slide container. All right, told you it's really simple that we can have, and we'll also be displaying some time. The time is a classic JavaScript thing, so we won't be discussing too much of that, but really simple. Let's go ahead and grab a view just like that. This will have some of the style, and that will be governed by styles dot time container. Now, once we are inside the time container, we'll first grab a text to display the time itself, of course. This one will be, I can copy this, that would be better. Copy this and paste it up here. So this will be time container. Now this is just a pure time. So how to display the time? Okay, the time is going to be really simple. Notice here, how much time has been progressed. We can actually use this new and date just like this. Now inside this new date, we are going to give it a position. So whatever the position, that's actually a time. Let's convert that into a millisecond. So we're going to go ahead and multiply it by 1000. Now all of this, we need to convert this. We'll be using the latest JavaScript, which is toISO string. So there we go, converted that. And then we'll be extracting a substring out of it. Now you need to work a little bit on that. That's a small assignment to you, that what this substring is extracting when I say 15, 19. If you don't find it, let me know. I'll definitely post an Instagram story or LinkedIn or something that how we are extracting this time out of this position. This is just converting milliseconds and converting into standard string, ISO string actually. And then we are extracting a substring out of it. That's pretty much the basic and easy part of it. Now, once we are done with this, we also need to provide what is the duration of it, which is exactly going to be same. So we'll just copy and paste this one up here. So one time is there, and this one is going to be time as well. One portion is telling that how much the time is there, and one is going to be telling it how much is remaining. So for the remaining, all we got to do is just take this, remove this, and now we're going to go ahead and say that, hey, duration minus position, and that gives us the time that is remaining. So super simple, really easy to go with that. So this actually concludes all the components that we want to have. And if you face any problem, do let me know in the Discord. I can definitely make more videos to explain something that you have not understood, or I can create more videos if something is remaining. I always take the feedback of explaining something more. I add more videos onto the playlist as well. So go ahead and take that. The only thing that's remaining for us is really to combine all these components that we'll be doing in the next video, and finally summing it up. Let's go ahead and catch up in the next video.